Hello, my name is Margaret Keith, and I am with Student Disability Resources at California State University, Monterey Bay. And CSUMB was founded in 1995 with the bold vision to provide an educational opportunity at the university level for students who are typically traditionally underrepresented in higher education. So that includes students who are very low income, students from high schools that are known to not prepare students for college or university. It includes very diverse students based on race, ethnicity, other socioeconomic identities, including students with disabilities. CSU Monterey Bay is a microcosm of the rest of the world, so we have many equity issues that we're facing. My role in particular is to work towards the equity for students with non-visible disabilities, students with learning disabilities, psychological issues, as well as students who may have physical or mobility issues, students who are deaf or hard of hearing, students with vision impairments. And so part of the issue is that in the population as a whole across the country, these are people who oftentimes are very low income because of their disabilities or because of other socioeconomic factors. So for them to have equal access to an educational opportunity is a huge challenge. A big issue that we're working on that's nationwide is stigma about difference. So there are a lot of concerns by people who maybe don't experience some sort of disability or are not familiar with it, that just interacting with students and others who have some sort of difference based on the way they learn, the way their brain works, their psychological issues, their mobility, etc. And they may be just as bright as anyone else at the university and just as able to contribute to the university discussion and goals. I'm very excited that CSU Monterey Bay Office of Admissions has done a great job at recruiting a very diverse student body. So at about 5,600 students on campus, they come from various countries, so there's an increase in the number of international students. They're from rural and urban backgrounds. We have a very diverse student population and employee population. So it's quite exciting that we have a great opportunity to learn from each other about cultural competency and where do we have common goals and objectives, and where are the perspectives quite different, in part because of our different cultural identities and non-visible identities. So some of the challenges are that in this diversity, people may not have had a lot of opportunity prior to coming to CSUMB to learn more about people who are different from them. So there's a big challenge to end all kinds of stigma and recognize that we can find common ways to communicate with each other and be delighted to discover difference and be delighted to discover commonality. That it takes an enormous amount of investment by the faculty and staff and the students themselves to learn how to bridge difference and to remember that we're all human beings, that we have greater challenges in the communities and the nation if we can all work together to not just overcome difference, but to celebrate it and find what our commonalities are. And it's a very ambitious goal to provide education for people who are traditionally underrepresented in higher education. and that these students typically are oftentimes working in jobs in addition to doing their homework and coming to class. So they have a lot of challenges already. So. Let's create a society in which physical and mental differences among people are accepted as normal and expected, not abnormal or judged as negative. Let's end stigma. Let's learn to plan for inclusion and accommodate human differences as a positive social and policy choice.